I'll be mad when we gotta get rid of that team. I'll be so mad.
You gotta get rid of it. Y'all gotta spin something to it once.
Nah. We got something for. We got something coming.
We got something coming.
Oh no. Yeah. I'll give you a flow and you just go.
Nah, that joint there has carried through for a year, so I ain't even going. It served its purpose, but it's a new year, new situation, all that. Welcome everybody to a special black ass episode of 2DopeMarks, your home for Gold Girl Wrestling, and we are launching the Creator Series because everybody's like, "Yo, what you doing for Black History Month? What you doing for Black History Month? You spotlighting Black wrestlers?" I'm like, we do that every day. We do that every day.
Thank you.
We don't actually give flowers to the people who keep us going with this, who keep us energized, who keep us wanting to elevate and do things the right sort of way. So that is D to my left, depending on how you watch this, is to my right. For tonight's episode, we said, you know what, if we're gonna start Black History Month off, we gotta start this off right. So we got 2/3 of the podfathers, if you will, the originators of this gangster shit. Fam, Khal, Black Rasslin is in the building. Tomorrow we will have math on to complete the trimulative, but you know what? We got Jers in the building, we got DC in the building. We got
no, that's not. Don't do that with him. Don't do that with him.
I'm talking to you, Negro.
I'm about to go. Because I know him. I know he was going to say something.
Nah, listen. Anybody know me? No, I do not play with location. I do not play with.
That's what I said.
Again, I didn't did my research. What you see?
He said he was talking to you, Nick.
See, you trying to get me caught up, son. You trying to get me caught up.
I don't want no trouble.
Thank you, Jackie Chan. Appreciate it. But fellas, welcome. Glad to have y'all.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Funny enough, so D has history with Fam. I have history with Khal, but then even on some wrestling shit, we are literally writing shit. That's how we run into each other. A lot of it between me doing stuff for Complex back in the Gap, me following his career at the Ringer, following it back on, and now we got two fams at the same time. With
two fams at the same damn time.
We good. We got that situated.
I don't know what happened. My bad, man. It was the Yo's and the Mo's trying to fight.
All right, bro.
So it's somewhat full circle. This right here is real full circle. That's how much I love and appreciate this, and I appreciate this moment because D gave me the battery in my back. It's like, yo, you know we need to kick off Black History Month. I'm like, say less. So again, it's an honor and a pleasure.
Appreciate y'all for having us for real. It's always fun. It's always fun to connect with people outside of heated combat in a survival series format. Nah, this is cool.
We will not bring up.
We'll talk about that another time. Don't say nothing with Mass. That's the one you don't want to have a conversation with.
I'm not doing that with him.
I'm not. Look, how Jocelyn Hernandez went. I cannot. I'm not doing this. But yeah, D. Usually when we have an episode, we bust out and say, "Hey, a whole lot of wrestling shit happened this weekend." But this ain't about that. We saving that for Thursday for the episode. You know what I'm saying? But real quick though, shout out to all the Black excellence in the Royal Rumble. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Obafemi putting off a Black History Month last night.
That was amazing. That one shot at the end, he's standing over the War Raiders. Yeah, that was beautiful.
Hey, we might not get a graphic from that particular company, but we got that.
Facts.
I'm be with it. Here for it. Absolutely here for it.
Outstanding.
So, to paraphrase Cody Rhodes, where do we want to begin with the Black Rasslin Podcast, D? Like, do we want to go origins? We want to get into some rap shit? You tell me, sir. You know.
So how did we BRP is one of the staples in Black wrestling content. From my perception, it's been a thing where you guys, I think, like you said, the Godfather, the podfathers of this shit. So how did y'all get started? Like, how did the dude from Anne Arundel County and dude from Jersey get together? How did that happen?
Shut up, Severin.
It's really a two-part. It's a two-part start, right? So the first part of it is really this man over here was Dolomite in the joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
And throwing links online. And funny enough, we were already connected social media wise. So Khal's throwing episodes of OG Black Rasslin. And we going back and forth. Yo, you got the episode up? Oh, check it. Boom. And we going back and forth. So the origins, you know what I'm saying? When the Turtles met the Ooze started with Khal.
Yeah. Then you figure we just celebrated 9 years of the beginning of what we call the BR3 when Fam, Math, and I started, doing this weekly, again, 9 years going. That I didn't hit the button. I love the applause.
He
did. But yeah, what Fam's referring to was maybe about 20. It was a couple years before then. It was maybe like 2-3 years before then. I was doing Black Rasslin. I got a job. When I got the job at Complex, I wasn't able to keep up with it, so I put it on hiatus for a bit. And if I'm not mistaken, because the second part is where it's Buffy, because they was cooking for a minute. And I got the call because they was like, we Fam and Math cousins from growing up wrestling. That was his wrestling people. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, they wanted to talk wrestling on the pod, but I mean, Buffy is a lot of things. Buffy is not a place where, I mean, and correct me if I'm wrong, Fam, that's not really a place where you're trying to do 30 minutes on the Royal Rumble. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's not how that works over there.
Yeah. Shout out to brother Diz, man.
Facts. But so they hit up and Fam was like, look, we want to do something. We want to do a wrestling pod. We would love to figure out how to do Black Rasslin, especially, with us, and you know what I'm saying? Just figure something out. Or, if you were wanting to, if we could do, and I was like, well, let me think about it. And cause like you said earlier, the Anne Arundel County, I don't know nobody. We didn't know the first episode of Black Rasslin we recorded in 2017 was the first time the three of us were speaking outside of Twitter or email. You know what I'm saying? So like the story of Black Rasslin, at this point is really like the start of, dare I say, the brotherhood, between the three of us, and how, talking about wrestling and having shared interests in, hip hop and, 80s and 90s, pop culture and nerding out on, and sports talking, all internet culture, all that, we joke the same, we laugh the same, and having wrestling as a basis turned into, again, 9 years of shit, adding people on and adding shows on. Shout out to everybody in the umbrella. But it's never been I'm not saying it wasn't like a plan, like we do plan shit, but a lot of time it's kind of just like, you don't want to try something, we something feel like we need to, something feel missing, or we need to get some energy, get something out there, and it turns into the BRP 50, or it turns into 30-minute time limit. It turns into something else. It turns into adding Mimi and DDM and, reaching out for interviews and trying to, having 2DopeMarks doing, we're at the end of the day, it starts at the wrestling, but it's really turned into such a bigger thing. Just kind of how we've been rolling.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny.
So I did my. I'm sorry.
My bad. I was talking to a buddy. Shout out to Kill. And he was like, "Yo, I was around for the this and that era, and Nikita Koloff and da. How do you continue to watch as old head?" And I was like, "Yo, I've always had a battle buddy." I've always had my cousin to be like, yo, did you watch? Yeah, yo, I seen it. Because we all fall off, right? We all fall off, but we don't usually fall off at the same time. So when you fall, I fall off, and cuz was still watching. He was like, yo, such and real. Let me check it out. And then I had taken, whatever time off, but now I'm back in. And it's funny because the more you grow your circle, the easier it is to kind of weave in and weave out, because we're all gonna fall off. It's just, we're adults.
Yeah.
And it's just it's cool to have battle buddies down there in the trenches to be like, well, this still going on, so check this out. And
right. You gonna like this match or this segment. I think you're gonna laugh at this thing that happened here, and that happens a lot. AEW, we all pick up. Shout out cousin Jermaine in the chat. We all kind of, one fall off, the other pick it up.
Right. I mean, that's pretty much like me and him. Pretty much, life be life. And, his transition from Connecticut to Houston, I had to tap in more, so him trying to figure it out, or me transitioning, with the kids and stuff like that. He got to figure it out. So yeah, that's usually how it works. Yeah. Oh,
absolutely. Like it is it's one of them wild situations where, and the crazy thing about it is like I had my best friend was like my ace when it came to this wrestling shit, and initially it was supposed to be me. Like me and him always talk about, yo, we're gonna do a wrestling pod. And he's like, all right, say less. And so finally, when me and D started it, he was like, yo, y'all got like instant chemistry. It sounded like me and you must say when we talking wrestling. I'm like, that is probably the ultimate cosign, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my brother passed away last year, but
rest in peace.
But it was one of them situations where, like, again, if he fell off, I filled him in on what was going on.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And with D, it's the same damn way. Like me and him were literally. And I'm pretty sure my wife's gonna be like, "Why the hell y'all doing this?" 4 o'clock in the morning, Wrestle Kingdom. We up there texting each other like, "Yo, you see this shit? It's crazy."
Now that's
what you texting at 4 in the morning,
right? Who's D?
It's a nigga. So
meanwhile, that dude is my wife's best friend. So basically, it's like,
so it was crazy because him and his wife, my best friend, they moved from Houston to Connecticut, and he got the job at ESPN. And so we went up to New York. Well, me and guys know my cousin because me and him went up to New York initially for the first GCW show at Hammerstein. What's that, 2021? And so we pull up. So we pull up or whatever. We have a bunch of other friends or whatever. This man still work first time meeting B or whatever. Next day, we all go to brunch. Everybody drinking this, that, and the other. His wife passed out. And me and Cuz already had tickets to the GCW show. Mind you, we at the Fairfield Inn across the street from the Garden. Like, you want to go? He was like, all right, I bought him a ticket. And we've been rocking ever since. I was like, he a wrestling fan too? That's cool. Because it's hard to find wrestling fans, especially like I said earlier, at our age. Life happens. We're doing our own thing. And then, with our generation, it's a thing where when we were kids, you were the weird kid, doing wrestling or watching that shit. Yeah.
I'm still the weird kid.
Hey, listen, you cool with us. You here, brother.
Khal is the only person I know that rocks dub plates and is locked in heavy.
Oh no, don't get. We could do a whole Yami on that too.
Heavy, that's right? What we do. No, because again, I followed him when it was Rock the Dub. All right, that's how long I've been down. Right?
I used to. So for a short time, I managed Brother Math, and I was sending Khal music to get like quotes and reviews.
Oh yeah,
and like stuff went up on the site.
Yeah.
Dope.
There's some there's some math music on Rock the Dub still. You have to go find that. I have one of these days. There was months ago, maybe like a couple years ago. I was looking at. I didn't realize that there was a math tape out there on the internet. I got a zip file with a math mixtape on this the computer that I'm streaming from right now, one of these days, I'm going to release the files.
Hey,
One of
shit.
these days.
Wow.
shit.
Shoot me
Oh,
that zip.
I got
Shoot me
you.
that zip
I got you.
so it can be sooner than later, goddamn.
Before we go too
Live on
far back in
BRB.
time,
Big
before we go
facts.
too far back in time, I didn't want to know: is Where's Buffy ever gonna make a comeback?
So Buffy is and I was just having a long conversation with another fellow Aries, fellow creator, and Buffy's my baby, right? Like Buffy's my brainchild. I created it with Diz out of nothing before it was a Joe Budden podcast, before it was a Nori, before niggas was like, yo, what's a podcast? It was
Right.
It was Jack and Rosenberg, right? And
Rest in peace, Jack.
yeah.
Rest in peace of Jack, for real. Rest in peace, Dallas Penn, for real.
Yes, absolutely. The thing is without going all the way into lore and whatnot, me and Diz started at it, then cuz cuz is always around already, cuz just how we are, always been my whole life. It was a point where it you get the train rolling, and that consistency is just built into your life, and then you miss a week and the world don't end.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, all right, well, then the next time you gotta miss a week, this is fine. It just kind of became a thing like that, where it like was intermittent, and for me, inconsistency is a killer. Like it is death. If sleep is the cousin of death, inconsistency is the actual death. And when we couldn't do it the way that we was doing it OG, we tried different formats, we tried a few things that just for me just wasn't right. So I mean, I feel like Buffy is that break glass in case Jay-Z drops an album tomorrow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where we can still, gather up the manpower and get that feel back, but as a consistent thing, I don't know. I mean, like if I lean this way, if you look right there all the way that in the back, it's never going nowhere. It's right there.
Right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's more of a legacy now, and it's more of part of the origin story, man. Somewhere where you can kind of come back to from time to time. But I think to respect what it was, you know what I'm saying, I would rather not, try to reinvent the wheel under the same brand name.
I got you. Okay. So for both of y'all, do you think sometimes being a content creator at times dims your love for pro wrestling, or does pro wrestling sometimes dim your love for creating content?
That's the eternal battle. Because I think you kind of when you're making content, I don't know if I was like saying next. I don't know if that's what I know I make content, but I like we talking wrestling. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, I'm talking with my friends. But I think it's you have to be mindful of there's a reason you're watching wrestling, and it's not because you're a critic or a talking head or whatever. Like you was marking out just like everybody else was marking out. You have to remember that at a certain point, again, for us, you have to remember that at a certain point this week, we're going to podcast about it. And this point, when we have our offline conversations, we always remind, I'm podding now. I got to save it for the pod. Got to save it for Thursday because we'll go off all day, and then the conversation won't be there at the end of the week. But I think it's really balancing your fandom and that critical hat, because you don't want to do too much of the critical while you're watching, because then I think you end up missing. I noticed that myself. I end up missing a lot if I'm trying to watch something knowing that I'm going to be talking about it later. I need to be in the mindset of turn the damn show on. Let's see if this is entertaining or not. And then that's why patreon.com/Black Rasslin. I like doing the Patreon, because then I can go back and rewatch the Rumble and the stuff that I may have thought was going on that I didn't really hyper critique while I was watching. I can then go back and say, well, boom, I've seen this before. It's not about watching it for the first time. It's about, getting that fine tooth comb. But you got to know your role. You got to understand that you are a fan, but you can't let the one override the other on either scale.
Right. Fam, what you think?
So for me, and it's funny, just here recently, I've kind of gotten and Khal will tell you, like, I've kind of gotten the bug where I'm into it, like right now,
Locked in.
It's I don't know what, enzymes is in the atmosphere or what, but at this point in time, I'm really like, oh, we could do this. Oh, we could do this. Oh, we could do this. But recently I've been more, let me just do it and try it and see what it is, and then let's go forward with it, and let's go, and then we'll build it out. And so, because there's a couple other things I got kind of working, but just it's I'm in a season of that right now where I think I'm excited about creating and having different conversations, but having new conversations, right? And so if you can reinvent it for yourself, make it interesting for yourself, make it fun, and not necessarily always, because the wrestling, or whatever the content is not always going to be what you want, right? But if you fall in love with the process more than the content, then the process will kind of keep you whole. It'll keep you into it. And I think that's kind of where I am right now.
Love that. Love the way you put that.
That's dope. So I see, like, of course, D talked about, y'all working that doing the thing with Complex Khal, and then Fam, like, when I see you at Fight Club, I'll just text you, just to pick your brain on some things like that. So I fully understand it. Like, I fell in love with pretty much the process. Wrestling has probably been one of the more consistent things in my life. It's always been there. You know what I mean? Like, whether I'm going to the old Capitol Center, watching on closed circuit TV, watching the first WrestleMania, you know what I mean? Or pulling up in Baltimore, watching Ron Simmons win the world title for the first time,
Facts.
Yeah, even to now, like, shit, watching the promos with Roman Reigns and watch Overflame, debut on Raw. So I totally get it. I totally get it. So when it comes to creativity, you guys have a lot of, like, BRP merch that I see being, like, out there, whether it's the Fuck Hulk Hogan, the Roddy Piper font, those different things. Like, what's the most popular and wanted BRP shirt?
Oh, it's without a doubt the Hogan hoodie. That was the first shirt. And this is gonna, when you talk to Math, this is more of a Math conversation. Shout out to Merch Making Math. The first shirt was a Harlem Heat tee.
Shout out to Good Villain.
Shout out to the Good Villains. And then I believe it was the Black Rasslin Mania. The WrestleMania logo, it was just Black Rasslin.
Indeed.
That was a good early one. And then, because we started with, I forget what the specific thing was. Maybe it was Hogan brought back to the Hall of Fame or something. I forget. Whatever it was, we posted a picture on IG with the red X. And then Math just had the idea to put that on. I don't remember. It may have been a hoodie. I think it was the hoodie at first. I think it was the black hoodies at first. He put it on a hoodie, and it was just like, because his whole idea, again, he'll talk about, his whole idea is making merch that don't look like, he don't want it to look like merch. He wanted to look like some shit you want to wear. And what I think the thing I noticed with the Hogan hoodie when they first dropped, that was something where people that didn't know Black Rasslin, they got wind of the image and they started asking for the merch. It got to the point where we had to be like, boom, if you want merch, follow the IG, because a lot, again, seed and deed, like a lot of this stuff can't be, there's nothing, unless somebody puts them up on eBay, it's not out there. Now, there were a lot of one-on-ones, so if you wanted to know, you had to like be up on it when it came out, when the announcement went out. But yeah, it's probably that Hogan hoodie came back out a year or so ago, and it was there was a good response for it then, and people that's one people still ask for, like to this day. But
yeah, I see it. It's very vibrant. when y'all see y'all fellas around when y'all have y'all show at Club 835, like one of y'all got it on. One of y'all got it on.
You know where we stand.
It is.
I love it.
It is quite possibly the most famous piece of wrestling pod merch in the history of wrestling pods.
Shout out, man.
I don't care what you may say, what Rosenberg may come over with cheap heat. Shout out to that guy, Greg, by the way.
Shout out Greg. Shout out the lawyer.
It does not. It don't matter. You throw somebody up. No, that Hogan hoodie, that Hogan tee, even Cam's remix with the Nice Try Terry. That's an homage. That's an homage, right? So, all in all, again, that's when you know you've laid down something that people definitely recognize and they see it through, right? Because when I tap into Black Rasslin, I'm like, oh, they just really just shooting the shit. And the fact that they keep bringing on more people into the orbit means that they see other people shooting the shit the same damn way. It's like, wait a second, we ain't all outcasts out here. Technically we're outcasts in the OUTKAST version of it. You know what I'm saying? But we're not the type of people where we're not going to be like, oh, that's interesting. That's cool. Because again, what this space has taught me in the years and change I've been in it is that there's some baddies out here. One, and I mean that in terms of spirit. In terms of spirit, it's some bad motherfuckers out here, right?
Right.
And there's also some disingenuous motherfuckers that kind of will throw all that off.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all be wanting to just say the name sometime. I ain't gonna hold
can't do that. I got your DM, cousin Jermaine. I got like, your DM, cousin.
You talking about? Yeah.
You talking about? Yo, with the face, yeah.
Talking about the light skinned brother of the bank. I know exactly.
Kareem Akbar. Kareem Akbar. No, but something you said, we were again, shouts out to Meek, shouts out to Lou, 30-minute time limit every Tuesday morning, 11 a.m. on youtube.com/Black Rasslin. We were just having this conversation with them recently. It's one, like, again, because we're so comfortable with each other in conversation, and we know how to joke, we know going back and forth, it's nothing, it's just regular conversation. I think the beauty of something like 30-minute time limit isn't so much that, the idea is they're covering a lot of the stuff that we don't normally cover on Black Rasslin proper. Right. I think it's a lot of it is really just, these are kindred spirits. We see a lot of the way that we like to pod in the way that they pod. And Meek and Lou, they're in a similar boat that we were when we started this 9 years ago. They don't really know each other like that. They know of each other, and they know that they have similar interests. We kind of said, boom, do you want to do so? Well, again, Fam said, Khan, and this is a testament to what he was saying earlier, echoing what he was saying earlier. This has been an idea that we've been talking about over the last year or so. And I think it was it December last year? Like it was over the last couple of months where Fam was like, I hit up Meek, I hit up Lou, let's have a conversation. I think, we got something here. And then it was maybe like 3 weeks later, we were like, all right, let's just, let's set a date, do like a initial episode 0 and just be off to the races. And literally we got an intro, we had to remix the intro a little bit, but it's really the same idea. They've got 5-6 topics. They talking about the topics, and they doing it in 30 minutes or less. That's been the idea, but it's seeing that there's people that can rap the same way you rap and letting them, start to explore on their own. That's really where, because again, it's not like rocket science. It's really just, this makes sense. Press record, and is there, like you said, is there chemistry? We're off to the races. It's really as simple as that.
That's a fact.
I love that. So the biggest thing I think that you guys are involved in, and it's a yearly thing, and I think it presents Black wrestling, all pun intended, as being one of the biggest content creators, the BRP 50. Like, I want to know how that became a thing, because you got the PWI 500, but the BRP 50 is a whole nother monster. Like, I want to know how that became a thing. Like, that's y'all brainchild. Like, that's one of the dopest things I've ever seen, because it celebrates a lot of the Black wrestlers from different, whether they're independent, whether they're AEW, New Japan, ROH, whoever, don't even matter. It represents them. So, like, how did that become a thing?
Oh, what'd you say earlier? What are we doing for Black History Month? We doing something every day, and we do Black History every day. That was kind of where we were at when it came. Where are we at? 8 years? They were about 8 years. It'll be 8 years this year. Yeah. So 7 years ago, it's crazy. We were like, it was this time, and it was that January. It's like, well, we see it was a lot of pods out there. Everybody's doing Black Rasslin Facts one a day for February. We've done that, and like you said, we do that all the time. That should be the MO. So the thought was, well, what do we do then? And the idea came up to do a list, and not just the funny thing was, the BRP 50 became what it was because there was only so many Black wrestlers you could put in a list. Like, that first year, it was not pulling teeth, but it was close to be like, damn, do we have enough to make like a proper 50 that's accurately ranking what was going on? And the beauty of the list is not only just that it shows every year, it's a litmus test kind of where the pro wrestling industry is with Black wrestlers, in terms of are they doing great? Are they not doing great? You get to see the progression. There's a piece that Fam wrote a couple years ago about this exact topic. At a certain point, there's so many wrestlers now where if we wanted to expand it to a 100 or something like that, we could. There are other lists out there that do other things, but our thing has been trying to make a proper examination of the men and women who are Black in the pro wrestling industry, throughout the pro wrestling industry, to give people a proper example of what Black wrestlers are doing in the industry. And I'm just glad that as we've continued to do it, we've been able to see a lot of Black excellence and see just a lot more names popping up every year.
Yeah. I remember, I don't know if it was either year one or year two. It was like one of our first interactions with Stat Guy Greg. And there was something that they were doing at the end of their show that was like almost something similar to like Black Wrestler of the Week or whatever.
It's like the Black Power ranking or something like that.
Yeah. Black Power ranking, that's what it was. Right. And Greg was like, he showed love to the BRP 50, BRP and BRP 50 for the Black Power rankings that week.
Yep.
And I'll never forget, because Rosenberg was like, "Is 50?"
Yes, that was his exact response. Yeah. That was year 2. I believe it was year 2.
It was still early, but now it's like, man, like there are people I know personally, there are people I agonize not putting on the list every year, and it's a cool problem to have until you gotta be in these niggas' faces the week after the list drop.
Right. And hey, if you see the pod, we don't shy from nobody. If Alexis Littlefoot got an issue and want to talk to us about it, Alexis Littlefoot can have some space on the pod to talk to us.
For sure.
Shout out Littlefoot. But it's very real, because there's I shouts out going to being on a drive to New York and being on Twitter when Swerve Strickland is pissed off about the BRP 50 and actually like in my list in real time seeing him block the account because of the conversations that sprung out of the 50. It's an interesting position to be in.
So as often, because again, Khal can attest to this. You know how many times you dropped a 50 best rappers or 50 best artists or album of the year list?
It's I mean, and again, you can, as a person who is like in the media these days, making a list, there's a science to making a list, especially if you're trying to make a list that's going to be a little more, dare I say, clickbaity, more engaging. There's certain things that you'll put people in certain positions and what we're not trying. Again, if I had the spreadsheet to share with y'all, and again, shouts out to Brother Math. He's got lists, and I'm talking their position on the list last year, their win-loss record. What titles did they get this time? How many titles did they? And what was the duration? Because at a certain point, we're doing this from May to May, so you have to kind of look at post Mania to the Mania the following year. Like Naomi, for example, Naomi cover star this most recent list. She had a great half of a year and then, got pregnant. So she's gone. So, it's like you can see people really shine at one point. And then by the time Juneteenth comes around, when the list is about to drop again, they may not hit where you hit, but it's because you have to, we're evaluating a particular part of the calendar. So it's a lot more than just, putting somebody in places because we have affiliations or because we like them. A lot of the time it is,
It looks so different.
It would look, if it was based off of who I personally, Too Cold Scorpio would be number one every year, and I wouldn't have no art. No, I'm kidding. But it's one of those things where the integrity of the list is about trying to give an accurate representation of the Black Rasslers out there. Anybody thinking that we'd be trying to clickbait or anything is really just missing the point of what we're trying to do with that.
I think that makes it tough for us because people do nonsense with the list. Like the majority of these lists, like you look at the list, and you're like, oh, I see what these niggas doing, right? And it stinks because for us, it doesn't necessarily diminish our integrity. However, it may chip at what people are thinking when we do it. They're like, oh, I see what they're doing. They're being cloudy. You know what I'm saying?
Cloudy.
And yeah, cloudy. Imagine calling a nigga cloudy. You stand next to rappers for the next 4 years. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's all good. All good.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
This is a safe space. You good? It's a safe space.
I thought
no. You can burn down my house. I'll still be your tag team.
I see. I thought we was gonna make it. I really thought we was gonna make it. But then also, Khal, this is why we refer to that dude as old boy.
Old boy, number 52. Number 52.
Just old boy.
Man.
Just old boy. Yeah, and that is absolute facts, man. BRP inspired and continue to inspire a lot of creators, whether they like to admit it or not. That is absolute facts. I mean, they've built out a steady roster of creatives who are under the umbrella, and that is based on faith, and that is based upon a testament of seeing what they do in terms of work. And for that, we definitely salute them for that. Now, we did all the wrestling stuff. We about to get into the real fun shit, as D would say.
Oh, shit.
Fam, Khal,
what's up?
Who are your top 5 hip hop groups of all time? This is his question. Because I was like, brother.
So this is my question.
Are you trying to keep us here for 2 hours? Because we'll be here if you're trying to just.
So I know Fam. Like I know who he has on his list. Khal, I don't know. And so me and B, we go back and forth with hip hop. For one, because he's from Houston. I used to live in Texas. I listened to a lot of, Screw, whole bunch of shit.
Oh no, of course.
Michael 5000.
Facts, Michael 5000 was.
Yeah, and so when it comes down to it, like B comes onto the episode every Thursday and say we're the wrestling version of Bun B and Pimp C. So who are you guys' top 5 favorite rap groups?
Fam, go first. I'm horrible with these questions. I'm horrible with
so
these questions.
let me, because I shout out to the Buffy, man. I need a bit more clarification.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does just one piece really? Pause.
Fair.
What constitutes a rap group? Do two men's, like two members, is that a group? Because niggas play it's a duo, that's not a group, which I always thought.
So anybody that released the album, and have a name. So like I know who your number one is going to be. So that type of situation.
So I won't go. I'm not gonna go in order because it can.
That's fair. That's fair.
This is groups. Damn.
But
Sorry, don't mind my face. We got breaking news, sports news, literally right as the shit happened. So the Clippers traded James Harden to the Cavaliers for Darius Garland.
They've been talking about that all day, I think.
Yeah,
it finally just happened.
Shout out.
They pulled the trigger. I'll go Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep. Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep, Outkast.
Okay.
Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep, Outkast. I'm trying to think, is it another group that like I personally care about? I mean, we know what the last group I'm gonna say is. I'm just trying to figure out that fourth group.
This is 4.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm tripping. I am.
I'm about to say you're not gonna talk about the group from North Carolina.
Oh, that was gonna be the 5.
Yeah,
that was my 5th. That's fine.
Getting there.
Okay.
It's a tie. Like it's because it's 6. Because it's Kaz, Mob, Wu.
Okay.
Dayline Tribe.
Okay.
And Little Brother. So
that's what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for.
That's the layup. Like that's the one everybody knew was coming. Pause, but like those particular groups all kind of determine what I like today.
All right.
So I'm doing the thing that Punk did on Hot Ones. He added. I'm just some white dudes on the mountain. I'm gonna do the 6 brothers. I did 6. God dang it! It is what it is. I'm sorry.
All right. 5. This is as of February the 3rd, 2026, 8:05 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
Tribe Called Quest. This is in no particular order. Tribe Called Quest.
Okay.
Wu-Tang Clan. Public Enemy.
Ooh.
Boogie Down Productions.
Ooh. Always get paid.
And Gangstar. That's my 5. That's my 5.
It's a great 5.
That's my 5.
That's a solid 5. Shout out to Big E. That's a solid. I
had to write it down. I had to take notes. I had to take notes.
All right, D. I'll go now. One. Not even. This is in no order. Just 5, but it's in no order. The brothers from North Carolina, Big Pooh, Fonte. Shout my man Fonte. Chad Butler, Bernard Freeman, UGK.
Get off the boo boo. Now we some family men now.
We some family men. I was like, what time?
Me and this brother ain't never been in a room. Rest in peace to the pimp, goddamn.
Long live the pimp, man. Arguably the most quotable rapper in the history of hip hop off interviews alone.
Some boo boo.
Oh, off the boo boo. All right, man. It threw me off my whole little.
My apologies.
It threw me off my square, man. 3, Antoine Andre Patton, Andre Benjamin, Outkast. Number 4, I would have went Gangstar, but you know how people get real particular about, hey, is it a group if only one dude rapping? But no, that's a group. That's a group. Somebody making the music, yeah, that's a group. Number 4. God dang. Number 4, as of February the 3rd, 2026, I'm gonna throw a curveball out there. 8-Ball MJG.
Okay, I like that.
The
I like
goddamn
that.
Fat Mac and them boy, them niggas. Boy.
But
Yeah,
quiet
man.
as it's kept, the Black Rasslin Podcast Club, the loop that plays, what is it? Pimps in the House? What's the instrumental? It's like there's like one, and I'm like, yo, this sound like that shit, that killer shit they be talking about 4 in the morning. They be driving, and you sitting in the bed with the covers over your head. Cause someone, sorry, shut up. That's what it sounds like though.
And number 5. It is the brothers who gave us the Low End Theory, People's Instinctive Travels, Midnight Marauders, Beats, Rhymes, and Life, and the Love Movement. And also, thank you for your service.
Go fast past Love Movement. Go fast past Love Movement.
I like that. I like there's some stuff on Love Movement. I like some stuff on that. Like
so
like the middle section.
Like I skipped Beats, Rhymes, and Life, but I'm like, yeah, they still made it.
Both of them albums, it's like you could put. I don't know if you could put them. Shout out to Dilla years because those is really the Dilla years.
Yeah, those Dilla years for sure.
They was experimenting with a lot.
Yeah, mind you, Love Movement. There's some joints on Love Movement.
I like Love Movement. I like Love Movement.
I like the Love Movement.
I'm more of what's the white cover album? Is Love Movement. I'm more the album before it.
Beach Rhymes and
once
Life.
Again, yeah, Beach Rhymes with Once Again on it.
Yeah.
Like there are some experiences that I connect to that part of my life that make that album specifically very special.
Understood. Understood.
That's how you feel.
I wasn't even there, and I understand.
So, because before you even go, because Jermaine tapped in and said he like Wu-Tang, NWA, Outkast, the Hot Boys, and UGK. That is a man from New Orleans.
Yeah, no, shout out.
Yeah,
that is a man from
New Orleans. Yeah.
And I ain't mad at it whatsoever.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all.
So a lot of my music genre and the people I listen to reflect on who my personality is and who I relate to. So first and foremost, I mean, listen, when it comes down to Uncle Chad, Sweet James Jones, UGK, like that's why we say we are the UGK of wrestling. Like Uncle Chad is my personality to the T.
I thought this nigga's gonna say the St. Lunatics.
Hey, are you wild? Hey, rest in peace. Hey, rest in peace to Prodigy, Havoc and Prodigy, my beat.
Rest in peace.
So we'll go with a Tribe. That's right there too. Somebody that Fam, Wu-Tang. Like, listen, you got 9 different personalities on one album.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And then if I listen, them boys from North Carolina and got me through some crazy days, little brother. Like they showed up in Baltimore last summer, and I was right there.
Hey, dog,
love it.
Speed since 2003. That's when the listening dropped. 2003.
Yeah,
has been on repeat for damn near 23 years. One song.
It's going too fast for me.
Yeah, mine off the listen is always For You. I think For You was the first Little Brother record I ever heard.
Really?
Yes, yeah. And shouts out to the random people in it. I remember, just like MF Doom's Rhymes Like Dimes. I remember the day somebody sent me that MP3, and I'm like, oh yeah, shit just changed in my life. For You was another one. Homie, Underground Hip Hop Head, he sent me that record, and I was like, oh, who is this on the beats? Knife Wonder, got it. I understand, and it's understood the assignment ever since.
So fun fact. Fun fact. That's clearly everybody knows is my favorite rap group. My cousin put me on to Little Brother. Cuz favorite rapper is Nas. I put Cuz on Nas.
That's how it goes. I like that.
Oh shit!
It's just like I said, it's all about having a battle buddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because if you talk to niggas our age, niggas of a certain age, with or without hair, I don't really fool with y'all niggas like that. we fall off of the hip hop stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we fought like no, but like outside of like big events, like all the nonsense last year. Everybody I know, a great deal of folks that I know that aren't the ones that are plugged in, still listen to music from 30 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So Spotify has the AI DJ, and I listen to a lot of Spotify, like, and it pretty much just gathers all the music that's in your playlist and whoever you listen to consistently. So my playlist goes from UGK to Scarface, Scarface to Jay-Z, Jay-Z to Mobb Deep, Mobb Deep to Outkast, you know, and it'll just cycle back. And like my kids are just sitting there listening, like, Dad, who is this? Oh, this Scarface, this Brad Jordan. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you need to know where your dad, who made your dad? You know,
Right.
Who made your dad listen to certain things. So yeah, so I'm glad I got to tap into both of y'all brothers, man. Like,
thank you.
Listen, I'll give y'all flowers because, and Fam knows this already, but Khal, like, we look at y'all unofficially as our big brothers. We don't copycat the same thing you guys do, but you guys motivate us to do the things that we do and put out the content that we do. Basically what Fam said earlier was a thing where, you know, the creative process for you pretty much like it's fun for you. So now, and be it tell you, like my brain just been going on different things. That's how we came up with the Black History Month. You guys have the BRP 50. You guys have your things for Black History Month, but we wanted to specifically highlight Black wrestling content creators, and we got some other guests in store for the upcoming weeks.
Love that.
Yeah, so that's our things. We appreciate you guys for coming to the 2DopeMarks. If y'all got any plugs, socials that y'all want to go through, one or the other, both.
First and foremost, at Black Rasslin on everything. You know,
Already know.
On Twitter, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube, on Mother's Mo, on everything.
On
Chill out.
Hey man, IllFan790 is social media choice. At 30TMLBRP every single week, man. And pay the 1 and pay the 10.
Facts. Yeah, Black Rasslin and everything, really. BlackRasslin.com is go over there, YouTube, subscribe. After you're done watching this, just go to the Black Rasslin on YouTube and subscribe there. At the very least, every Thursday, we're going to give you a pod, which is like I don't know how that became the unofficial Black Rasslin Podcast Creator Day, but if it's not Thursday, it's a Friday. But everybody we ain't got Martin on TV no more, so everybody said we pod on Thursday
nights. Yeah. It's funny because me and D were literally asking ourselves, like, yo, what is the ideal day to pod? And we're like, we both got, like, this is during me working at ESPN. I was like, ain't no way I can do Sunday because football is a wrap. Like, football season, I'm in office. So Thursday, like, you got the back end of Raw. If there's a PLE that just happened, you good there. You got Dynamite on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? You got it night. So yeah, no, it all works because then you can just set up and preview SmackDown on Friday.
We were always Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
We were all the only thing that we questioned was when SmackDown went back to Fridays because we didn't know because like the idea of covering a show that's going to be almost a week out by the time we record and then not really know nothing about the day before. It don't matter at this point, you know. We figured it out, but because we what we ultimately did just said we just going pod and we just kept pod. If we the one time we did a special pod was when I was just watching, mentioned Rosenberg earlier. I was Kofi was recently talking about the end of Kofi Mania. That the day after that SmackDown, that morning we recorded a special pod and got our rant off before we had the rest of our fall Saturday to enjoy. But yeah, it's that Thursday. If we could do it all over again, I would make some. I would demand that some of y'all go on a Tuesday or a Sunday. No, I'm just kidding.
We on their corners, B. That's what he's telling.
Facts. Y'all,
right. Hey,
go down the road.
So remember on Thursday nights on NBC you had the Cosby Show and then you had A Different World.
Yep.
Like that's the plan. You got 2DopeMarks and then Black Rasslin.
Facts.
How you had Martin and you had Living Single.
100%.
Same thing.
Yeah.
100%. It's a beautiful thing. I can't hate on more black people creating content about pro wrestling. If any, I need more people talking about the Saudis booing Lash Legend the way they boo Lash Legend, because I know they ain't booing her because she's a super heel. Don't try to lie to me, whoever you are online, but that's a conversation for a Thursday.
That is a conversation for a Thursday, because I saw that exchange. I'm like, I've noticed that when it comes to the men, they with it. With the women, it's a whole different story. So you know what?
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I see your game. People who decide to build a whole freaking stadium in 2.5 weeks.
Red Man's gonna be a blurred.
Really?
Yeah.
Doing what?
I don't know, but I'm going.
Red Man?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder. I think he was doing. I'm sorry. This is a total. I think he was doing a comic book.
No, I'm interested. Hold on. I'm interested.
You talking about Reggie? No,
Yeah.
Because you might make that trip.
Because he was. Did this ever come out? He did a graphic novel for Muddy Waters 2. This may already be out. But so I wonder if that there's a pre-order for that right now. I wonder if that's what he's doing.
Let me gas up the pacer.
Yeah, you might want to do that.
You might want to head down there, because you could probably get some FaceTime if you really hustle it.
Yeah,
like light skin to light skin. That's what we're gonna do.
You said it. I did it.
Red Man's Muddy Waters 2. I'm literally looking at this shit on Amazon right now.
Yeah, it's out. I remember seeing if it was coming out when I first saw it, but that might have been a minute ago.
No, it's out. Like,
it's out. Okay.
You can get that joint.
It's out?
You can get that joint like Amazon Prime. You can get that joint tomorrow.
Wait, BlurredCon was early. It was earlier in the year last year, right? So if it came out in like
it came out. All right, it came out last August.
So this could. I wonder if that's what he's promoting.
It looks like it's actually some sort of cannabis group.
Oh, that makes sense.
Even better.
Yeah.
Even better.
Okay.
That makes even more sense. Tell me to be quiet when it's Red Man. The Funk Doctor Spot.
Say less. Hey, listen, we appreciate you fellas on 2DopeMarks. For all those watching, watch us tomorrow where we'll have another member of the Black. Yeah, the other. That one's gonna be interesting tomorrow.
Yeah,
Mr. Math
Hey,
Gamer.
put all kinds of. Tell him he can't cuss.
Yeah,
And,
put the restrictions on him.
And tell him he can't use nobody's real name.
Put a 30-second clock on his responses. Yes, do all of that. Do all of that. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I couldn't do that.
I'll be in the chat.
Please do. And like we end the show on every Thursday, I'm gonna do it the opposite way. Brando, say something nice for the people.
All right, real quick. Thank you everybody for tuning in. For one, we do this for us, and the fact that y'all appreciate it and are receptive to it makes it even more of a blessing. And yeah, we got dope things coming the entire month, man. We got math tomorrow. Next week, we going down to Texas. You know what I'm saying? We talking to the homie Cam. You know what I'm saying? Seahawk. And we're going to learn how in the world he became one of the most antagonized people in the rest of the media just for telling the fucking truth.
Oh, I can tell you why. It's the goddamn dangling earrings he keep wearing. Dangling earrings.
But no, seriously. Again, we got that coming up. We got a lot to do, a lot to learn from, a lot to grow from in 2026. I have to get on remixing this theme song because Coffee has done a lot. Coffee Shop has done a lot for the first year, but if we want to get to monetizing and getting things
status,
getting to the point where we can really say we are the prelude to Black Rasslin. You know what I'm saying? We want to do some small tiny housekeeping, but real quick, also we'll use this time to shout out all the Black creators out there making it happen. Shout out to Marshall Mike, shout out to Public Enemy, shout out to First Black Champ, who owns Sundays. Like they got that whole thing cornered out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 30-minute time limit. Shout out to
Sushio Sports, cousin Jermaine.
Shout out Jermaine.
Shout out to Lovely. Let's get that. Let's get that first and foremost. Shout out to Lovely. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lip Gloss and Ladders.
Shout out Lip Gloss and Ladders.
Shout out.
Yes. Shout out to them for hosting.
Shout out to all the blokes. Shout out to the people who put us on a Ricky Sosa and Kuro.
Woo, bang. Sosa. Sorry.
Yeah, just had to hit it one time. But no, shout out to Blackness. I wish I could play Sounds of Optimism right now, but I can't because copyright. But hey, y'all know what
Let
it
me
is.
try. Long as you. I'm sorry.
Long as you keep your head to the sky.
Always remind me of House Party 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back in that bus, man. Get my school on.
Anyway,
man.
he said we was gonna give y'all 30-35. In true Blackness, we went an hour
this way.
because
Never worked that way.
We went CP time.
This us.
Anyway,
was on time.
we back at it tomorrow with Math. Again, shout out to Black Rasslin. Thank y'all so much for pulling up, Khal, Fam, and we out.